talked up. Definitely talked up. They have got some pressure on them to perform, and they're doing it so far. 1 over from each end. And Michael Clark, the 2020 captain, is able to have 3 slips in place. Here's the Wild Things' 7th ball. Into the pads of Akmal. And down the other end he gets.
And again, over 150, but tell me the fielding side of the Australian cricket team isn't important. Tell me Mike Young's job isn't huge, because this stuff happens when Australia are in the field all the time. That's a one-handed pickup from a fast bowler, and then with one stump to look at, he's throwing them down.
Yeah, agility, and then a real instinct as to what end to go. And how cruel is the game of cricket? Imran Nazir just arrived from Pakistan 2 days ago. And he's lasted 5 kills.
Nasty ones too. Nasty ones. He's been reeling back in Nanas and hoping not to face Tait. This one, 154, bouncing, good length, good length. Farhat's supposed to be scoring runs off this. They've got to get 7 runs and over. Good luck.
Reckon the slips are saying, "Here, gee, I hope I get an edge here."
No. Well, that's smashed. That's the gap that's been left for that shot, and that shot only. He gets 4.
It was a hard volley, even though it came at 153, and that's well played. Big gap there, he got the ball through. Even at that speed, these players are good enough to get the half volley away. That was very nice batting. Slats, I'm going to ask you a question, because you were the last with I think it was Greg Blewett at the time to face bowling like this when Shoaib Akhtar was in Australia, consistently in the 150s and up around 160 after this ball. I'm going to ask you how that felt from 22 yards.
Again he edges. The slips come into play. Too far.
Going to get back to that question because too much happening out here. Tait on fire, and the Australian fast bowlers are getting the job done. 127 to defend. You need early wickets, and Shaun Tait has been super impressive. Pakistan reeling 2 for 10.
Imran Farhat has fought his way into this Pakistan short version team, and he gets Tait 10 balls. He's made 8 runs until this. Shane Watson deep and ready.
I think that's the advantage, isn't it? With this sort of pace, you can take yourself back a couple of metres, and that one's gone straight in the breadbasket. Still got to him hot, but it was as comfortable as you can have them, I suppose, at 160, 155. And it just warmed the hands up. Oh, 2 for 10. It's going to be a struggle for Pakistan here.
Tough tour for this man too. Tackled in Perth. Now he faces Tait. Oh!
All right, I'm back to my question, Slats. You're 22 yards away. You've got all the protective gear on you need. You've got less than a tenth of a second to work out what you're going to do when it's coming at 160. What's going through your mind as a batsman?
Well, firstly, mate, it's a lot easier facing them up here than out there, and it's it probably looks a lot worse sometimes from afar, but the thing that I'd always focus on is shortening the back lift straight away, shortening the back lift, realising that you can't move your feet as much to a guy that's bowling 135 and just back your instinct, all the training you've done. You can't for a second be intimidated. The first couple, you'll think to yourself, oh, this is quick, but you've got to try and get on that front foot. 2 for 10.